This video is about alerts and notifications, and that is systems whereby you can set up Topshare so that you immediately are aware of any changes in share price that exceed thresholds that you can specify. So there's two methods of doing this in Topshare, and the first one we're going to talk about is valuations. Valuations in Topshare are your best estimate of the true value of a stock, something you might arrive at from fundamental analysis or get from a third party. We need to first set it up in preferences. We look at the second general screen, enable show valuation band in mini charts, and go to the advanced page and select automatically scan prices against valuations. So now let's enter some valuations. We do this via the stock prices navigation button and the last tab here, valuations. First we have to set it up. You only need to do this once if you've never been here before, and just click on load all current holdings. Now we scroll down and we're going to add a couple of valuations for reject shop. So let's just say that earlier this year in February it was worth $12. So we put the $12 in and we change the date, 1st of February. Save that one. And let's say a few months later the valuation dropped to $8. That date was 1st of October. Save that one. Okay, so if we redisplay the chart or display the chart for reject shop, you can see that those valuations are now apparent on the screen, and that for the most part the stock price was moving within those valuation bands. So now let's enter a manual price to simulate it moving away from the valuation. So let's just say the price today is $6. Now you'll notice immediately there's a notification, price alerts are active, and these appear at various times within the program. And to find out a bit more about that, we open up the price movement screen and you'll see that TRS is highlighted. And if you pause your mouse over there, you get the message, the current valuation, the current price is under valuation. So we have a look at the chart just to confirm that, and you can see that yes, sure enough, the price has dropped below the valuation band. You'll also see, having a look here, that the about a month earlier the price did drop below the band, and yet while we were setting this up, before I entered the today's price, we weren't notified about that value. So the reason for that is apparent if we have a look in preferences again. And there's a valuation here, notification window for price alerts, and you can see that that's set at 15 days. In other words, we only get notified about price activity within the last 15 days. Okay, so now we're having a look at the second method of managing notifications, and that's based on trend lines. Trend lines are something that you set up in the main chart screen, but first we have to enable it in preferences. So we go settings, preferences, again two places, one in mini charts, we have to show the trend lines in the mini charts, then we go to advanced and enable scanning against trend lines. Okay, so now let's open the charts window. We'll display a chart for data 3 over the last 6 months, and you'll see that's in a nice uptrending pattern, and maybe we want to be notified if it breaks out of that that upwards trending pattern. So the way we do that is to add a trend line. It's a lower trend line, which means that you get notified when the price goes below the line. Okay, so we put this in as a support line underneath that rising trend. That's all we have to do here. We close. We get asked to confirm saving the trend line. So that's all that needs to be done. So let's just simulate a new low price for that stock. Same way as we did before, by adding a manual price for today of let's say $1. Now you'll see straight away that you get the notification that there are active price alerts, and same as before, you can open up the price movement screen and see what it is that's active. Pause the mouse over, it shows you a bit more information, and if we have a look at the chart, you can see plainly that the price has dropped below that trend line. So that's all for this video. I hope you found this informative.